This season on Celebrity Mole Yucatan.
Mole!
Get in, sexy. Let's go.
Hola.
The players met up, and the games immediately began.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Corbin, he's whacked.
Oh, man. This dripping out on me.
I want to know, Dennis, who you think the mole is.
I don't give a That's not my goal here to figure out who the mole is. My goal is to make sure I get to the final three, and I'm taking all the money.
To form a little coalition.
If anyone says, why did you go into a coalition with Steven? I'm like, he's the only one who asked.
I'm not the mole.
I'm not the mole.
You blinked a little bit there. You're not the mole.
Take it off.
Things got a little risque.
This is called pimp mole.
Mark saw me naked last night.
Turn around, Angie.
Come to find out that it was a big trick.
As Keisha earned herself an exemption, and despite high hopes, Ananda,
I am gonna be the winner.
she was the first to be executed.
I told you. What did I tell you? I would have won, too.
The celebs had a piñata party and took their best shot at finding an exemption.
You hit like a girl.
Stephen Baldwin proved to be the lucky swinger.
Don't leave your piñata party without it.
Who here would like an exemption? And the simple offer of a second exemption turned nasty.
I should have had an exemption with the skinny dipping.
I want Angie to understand something. Getting naked may get you certain places in life, but not ahead in this game.
Corbin is a loser who's come back to redeem himself.
Come on, you little... Come on.
But all the ugliness raised only one question.
Corbin.
Was it the work of the mole? And in our most dramatic execution yet, Corbin was executed.
What are you gonna do?
Then the mariachis played as the celebs faced off with Mexican wrestlers.
Know exactly my game plan.
But Baldwin gave Tracy a run for the money.
Stop.
Left, right, left, no, back the other way.
I found his double talk confusing.
You acting mole-ish, brother.
And finally,
Steve, your ass is out of here!
Dennis's prediction proved correct as Baldwin became the mole's third victim.
What is up with Dennis? Is he like the mole or psychic?
Tracy lost her coalition partner.
Now I'm out on my own.
Goodbye, cruel mole world.
The executed players were back.
Now we are the executioners!
And looking for revenge.
I don't want to hit people with balls all day.
And who was the mole's next victim?
Uh-oh, y'all.
Keisha was the fourth player to be executed.
Hey, Dennis, you said you wanted to see my ass?
The four remaining celebrities took their asses for a ride in Donkey Rally.
Donkey rally, donkey rally.
But the results only added to the players' suspicion of each other. The sign said to take something would be tragic. You took a banana, it's tragic.
No, 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 no!
I think I was framed with the whole banana situation. It could have been Angie or it could have been Dennis Rodman. I didn't put that banana in. I know I did. I know. Unless the donkey did it. The donkey was suspicious.
Welcome to the Celebrity Mole Night School.
Whoa, you're gonna see how really stupid we are.
On which continent would you find the South Pole?
You got to name it?
No, you just have to think it, and I'll read your mind.
Then, after Tracy proved to be head of the class, she was given a game-changing exemption offer. Put $10,000 in the pot or in her pocket.
But then you gotta designate the exemption to one of your teammates.
I'm taking the money.
Who you wanna give the exemption to?
I'm gonna give it to Dennis.
Oh, man.
Her $10,000 decision moved Dennis automatically to the final round.
I think Dennis has played us all really smooth.
I will be here on the last day.
Welcome to your fifth execution.
Oh, my goodness.
Tracy became the mole's fifth victim.
It's me. I'm gone.
You know, it's all for one and every man for himself. That's what this game is all about. Because there's only 3 people in the game. Only 3 people now.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Mr. Danger.
Mr. Danger will use all his powers.
The game has got me.
Water's coming in the boat. You think Jacques Cousteau started like this?
I want to come home. I can't take it.
Mark, you the mole.
Sabotage.
Only 3 players remain.
3 left.
Everybody's trying to figure out who's the mole. He's trying to figure out who it is.
So who do you think is the mole now?
You!
Dennis?
It's one of you two guys.
I'm not the mole.
Come on, I'm not the mole. Do I look like a mole?
Take it for what it's worth. I am not the mole. Nope, not at all.
Who is the mole and who will win $222,000? Find out tonight on the season finale of Celebrity Mole. Welcome to the final episode of Celebrity Mole Yucatan. I'm Ahmad Rashad. Tonight we will reveal who is the winner, who is the runner-up, and who is the mole. It's been a few weeks since Mark Curry, Dennis Rodman, and Angie Everhart took the final quiz in the Yucatan. The quiz results have been tabulated, and now our 3 final celebrities are waiting behind those 3 locked doors. In the next hour, we'll show you how the mole successfully sabotaged many of the games, and you'll find out which celebrity earned $222,000. We'll also let you in on all the hidden clues that pointed to the identity of the mole. When we come back, we'll reunite all 5 executed players for the first time since the beginning of the show. Have you figured it out? Who is the mole? Is it Mark Curry, Dennis Rodman, or Angie Everhart? Don't go away. It is time to say hello to our 5 executed players back together for the first time since the beginning of the game. Welcome back, Ananda Lewis. Hi. Corbin Burnson.
Yep.
Stephen Baldwin, Keisha Pulliam, and Tracy Gold. You've seen all the shows. Everybody's seen all the shows.
Yes.
I want to know who you think is the winner and who is the mole. Starting with you, Ananda.
If I knew, I would have won myself. I think the winner is Angie, and I think the mole is Mark Curry.
Winner, Rodman, release me, Mark Curry.
Yeah,
Steven?
He's over it. I think the winner is Angie Everhart, but I hope it's Dennis, just so I can knock him out. And I think that the mole is Mark Curry.
Keisha?
I think the winner is Dennis, and the mole was Mark.
Tracy?
I think the winner is Angie. And I have to say that the mole, it's got to be Dennis.
Before we reveal who won the $222,000 and who is the mole, let's take a look at some of Dennis Rodman, Angie Everhart, and Mark Curry's suspicious moments throughout the season.
I just have to make people think that I am the mole. I'm the mole.
Well, whoever the mole is gonna think I'm the mole.
Who is the mole? Well, I'm gonna take a wild guess. It's me.
You know, Angie's fiery, and so that's a perfect way that if she's the mole, she could just be using that and you would not really question it too much.
I think you're not sick.
I think you can me.
Yesterday, I went shopping with my little sister, and I almost bought something identical to that because I thought it looked like a penis. Yeah, yesterday.
Because if you're the mole, then you're lying.
Angie jumped in way too quick with the whole, I went shopping yesterday and saw that penis in the mall. So then that made me look at her a little crazy, like, Okay, that was slick.
Very valiant effort, but we have a foul.
She stepped out of bounds. I took her whole behavior that day as a potential sabotage.
I hope you vote for me as the mole. I really do.
Peace out, y'all. God bless.
She lost us $35,000, right? 35 G's in one day. She got angry all of a sudden. I said, well, did something happen I didn't know about? Man, she's suspicious. Very suspicious.
Mark Curry, he's funny. He says a lot of funny things.
Don't get rallied, don't get rallied.
I can't quite get a read on him. I mean, he'd be a great mole.
I need you all to pick a pinata.
I'll go first since I'm a man. I'll take the pink
You
one,
take
please.
the pig right
Thank
here?
you.
He went right for the pink pig, and that was the exemption. It is completely inconsistent to me that that man would choose a pink pig because he's got a macho thing going on.
It's a
Suspicious activity during tequila shooters. Let's see, Mark?
He fell out.
He didn't get one bottle of tequila across? How about that?
Unfortunately, the only boat that I could find has a hole in it.
You think Jacques Cousteau started like this? Water's coming in the boat.
He's throwing water in the boat. I'm like, this guy, he sure is making it obvious. What?
Tequila.
Dennis Rodman all the way. Because he just laid back, didn't take any notes. When they open up those doors, Dennis Rodman's gonna walk out.
Give it to Dennis.
Dennis, we'll go back to Dennis.
Okay, Den, Big D-Rod.
I'll vote for Dennis.
I don't want it. Give it to somebody that want it.
If he would have said yes, we could have got extra $25,000. $25,000 came from the pot, so he lost $50,000 for us.
I want to play the game.
Dennis Rodman is definitely the mole.
No, you are.
You each have 1 minute to put the pictures back in order. So, Dennis, you put up 9, and you got 1 right.
He could have got more than 1 picture on that board. D, come on, man. 1 picture, you can remember 2 pictures.
I gave you these briefcases this morning. Inside each were the answers to the game that you just played. I also told you not to open them. If the paper was exposed to light, it'll be black. If you didn't look inside, you'll double your money. You know what the worst thing about it is? You opened it and you only got 1 right.
I know.
Dennis Rodman opened the briefcase, looked at all the answers, and still got 1 right. D-Rod lost us to $55,000. You know, that's like a last-ditch effort to me to mold something out, Dennis Rodman.
Any one of those 3 could be the mole. When we come back, we'll crown our winner and reveal the identity of the mole. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the final episode of Celebrity Mole Yucatan. The moment of truth has arrived. It's time to reveal who is the winner and who is the mole. The player who scored the highest on the final quiz is the winner. Mark Curry, Dennis Rodman, and Angie Everhart sit behind these 3 locked doors. I have 3 keys, 1 for each of them. Only the winner's key will open their door. Are you guys ready to meet the winner?
Just a little bit.
Suspense.
Just a little bit?
Just a little.
Come on.
I'm going to put 1 key into each of these doors. Don't attempt to open the door until I tell you. Players, when I ask you to, you will use the key to try to unlock the door. The one who emerges is the winner. Mark, Dennis, and Angie, one of you is about to win $222,000. All right, players, approach the door. Not you all. Now try to open it. Congratulations.
Thank you,
now,
baby.
you said right at the beginning that you were going to win this thing. Why are you so confident?
Well, you know, it's just me. It's just my attitude. You know, everyone thought I was just nonchalant and didn't care, didn't bother even take down notes. You know, good strategy, I think.
Right on, D-Rod.
All right, you've won $222,000. And now that we know who the winner is, it's time to find out the identity of the mole. You guys interested in that? This key opens the door to the mole. Now, since you know who the mole is, why don't you go over there and put the key in the slot?
Right now.
Right now. Mole, open your door.
Hell no.
Great job, Angie.
I fooled you all.
You did. You fooled
Not me. I knew it all along.
Yeah, I think what we have to do now is we've got to let Mark out. Mark, come on out here.
I knew it was you.
Mark, unfortunately, you are the mole's final victim. You
Yeah.
must now stand up, grab your bag, and immediately leave the game.
I ain't going nowhere.
Wow.
What happened?
You know, I don't know. I thought it was Dennis for a minute, you know, and then I thought it was Angie, then I went back and forth. It don't make a difference. I had a great time.
When we come back, we'll see how it was actually Mark who was on to the mole first and how Dennis stole the game from him. Welcome back. You have now learned the identity of the mole, Angie Everhart. Dennis Rodman won $222,000, and Mark Curry was the mole's final victim. Now, Dennis, you predicted you would make it to the finals. How could you be so sure?
I wasn't really sure, but, you know, that's my cocky nature. You know, I just predicted I would be in the finals. I said after maybe the third or fourth, you know, execution, I said, all right, yep, I'm here. I'm gonna win it.
So you started getting more confident as you went?
Well, I started just picking things up, you know. In the beginning, I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't a loser. I wasn't really being aware of what was going on. But as the game went on, I started picking things up really easy.
All right, let's take a look at how Dennis and Mark played the game. From the beginning, both Mark and Dennis predicted they would win the game.
I'm gonna win this game, I can feel it. Watch Dennis Rodman on the final episode of The Mole.
And though they used different strategies, these two were destined to face each other in the finals. Mark's strategy was to create suspicion through humor.
Mark is the class clown.
It's not easy being the sex symbol of the group.
He's just too happy-go-lucky.
ABC presents Beach Hunks.
If you're the mole, you really don't have a care in the world because you're gonna be here to the end. So what do you have to worry about?
You know what they don't know is that I'm the mole.
As for Dennis, he used his bad boy persona to confuse and intimidate the players.
You know, he's got his little double piercings in his nose, and you can't even look at him, he's so freaky looking. I mean, not freaky bad, Dennis. I mean, it's a freaky good for you.
Dennis never takes any notes in his journal, which is sort of suspicious. But the truth is, if you ask him what somebody wore, like on what day, he remembers.
I don't think he's grasped the idea of the quiz thing. And I just don't see him taking notes unless he's got a photographic memory. I just don't believe Dennis knows what the whole game is. He doesn't carry a journal with him. He writes notes on napkins.
How can you possibly do the quiz and you don't have any information?
Don't need none.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
Just gotta listen. Just listen.
What color bathing suit was she wearing on the beach yesterday?
Oh, come on now. Oh, come on. That's the easiest thing in the world. She had a black one, thank you.
Ooh.
In the first episode, he clocked the slowest time on the quiz, but outscored 5 other players and remained in the game. Mark, on the other hand, was a strong contender right out of the gate, earning the top score on the first 2 quizzes. This game is called Exemption or Bust. In the second episode, after the Exemption or Bust game, Angie moved to the top of Mark's suspect list after he totaled up Angie's past 2 days of sabotage.
Wait, hold on. She lost us $35,000, right? Am I right? Just somebody tell me yes or no.
Yes.
Yeah, 35 G's in one day. As a pimp, what would a pimp do? You let her go.
There you go.
While the other players chalked that up to trying to look like the mole, Mark on that night's quiz was the only player to choose Angie as being the mole. But by the third episode, Angie slipped down his suspect list when she earned money in Clucks for Bucks, for a grand total of $31,000.
Way to go.
That night, Dennis and Mark began focusing on Tracy. During Mariachi Maze, she suspiciously took a wrong turn at the last moment and lost $20,000 for the pot.
No, she went into the hole.
Dennis and Mark took note, and on that night's quiz, they both suspected Tracy as being the mole.
That was on purpose. Tracy took the wrong turn on purpose.
I don't know if Tracy ran her hardest, you know, just gave it up.
Dennis was now confident that Tracy was the mole and voted for her across the board. But Mark had other suspects, and in episode 5, Angie was back at the top of his list after her less than stellar translations during Donkey Rally.
Suerte, wish, I think. You know,
I think Angie. She's powerful. She's a strong woman. She knows she looks good. You know, she knows how to manipulate. I said, she never got an exemption the whole time she was here. Angie's the mole. I can't believe they used 2 models in a row.
While Mark was on to Angie, Dennis was barely surviving, convinced that Tracy was the mole. That night in the graduate game, Dennis was thrown a life preserver in the form of an exemption. Who would you like to designate the exemption to?
I'm gonna give it to Dennis.
So Dennis is exempt, which means he automatically moves into the final round.
Oh my, what did I just do? Did I just ruin the game for myself?
Mark was now gunning straight for Angie, getting 8 out of 10 questions correct on that night's quiz. All he needed to do was stay focused on Angie as the mole and not allow himself to be distracted. Dennis, on the other hand, with Tracy as his only suspect, scored the lowest on the quiz and would have been executed that night.
You saved him.
Despite the fact that Tracy was the fastest on the quiz and had 5 correct answers, it wasn't good enough to save her. Because Tracy gave an exemption to Dennis in the graduate game, she was executed.
I'm gone. You were wrong.
With his prime mole suspect gone, Dennis was stunned. Realizing that he was now adrift without a suspect, he had to quickly rethink his game. For Mark, the treasure code game in episode 6 became a psychological game of one-on-one. He knew that Angie was the mole and tried to draw suspicion onto himself by scooping water into the boat. But Dennis didn't fall for it.
Mark, I mean, he's trying not to be obvious of what he's doing, but he's not doing a pretty good job. Mark is trying to screw up the game the same way like he did yesterday.
After noticing Angie was stalling underwater, it became clear to Dennis that Angie was the mole.
Somebody's gonna help me. I don't understand this.
She wasn't really trying to really help. Just down and walk on the bottom of the floor, seafloor. You know, she wasn't really trying to give any clues.
Dennis also was a master of psychological mind games, and in the flashback game, he took his final opportunity to shake Mark's confidence.
D-Rod lost his $55,000 to lose $55 grand toward the end. That's the biggest take that anybody has lost since we've been here. I'm gonna go up to Dennis Rodman. You know, I think he's the mole. And I look at Angie. I don't think Angie's the mole. So, you know, I think it's Dennis. I'm convinced that it's Dennis Rodman is the mole.
In a stunning turn of events, Dennis's plan worked. On the final quiz, Mark changed his vote from Angie to Dennis. For a guy who took no notes, Dennis seemed to have a photographic memory. Out of 20 questions spanning the entire season, Dennis answered an astounding 17 correctly, identifying Angie as the mole and winning the game.
Bastard.
Mark, you played the game so well. I mean, you sabotaged everything.
I have fun.
Yes.
Everything. You know what? To be honest with you guys, some of the times I wasn't even trying to sabotage.
You know,
Same
Mark,
with that.
you made my job easy sometimes.
Oh, forget you.
Because he took so much of the attention. That's why I thought it was you.
So, Dennis, tell me about, was it strategy when you opened the briefcase?
It wasn't strategy at all. I did it on purpose.
How about the second game? Second episode, why'd you refuse exemption?
Well, I feel like that I was too qualified to take an exemption.
Wait a minute, you're too qualified.
And I figured that, you know, if I could just stay in the game long enough, you know, something would come up, and it did with Tracy.
The big moment, Tracy.
Yeah.
The night you took 10K and gave Dennis the exemption.
Whoa.
Had you not done it, Dennis would have been out.
Yep. I know that. I thought it was Mark at that moment. I really did. And I thought, though, that my other best shot was maybe Dennis.
But just staying in the game would have given you a chance to maybe think that it was Angie. You
Yeah,
didn't have to pick
absolutely.
then.
Just to make it to the final 3 would have been great. But, now it's 20/20 hindsight. It just didn't go my way.
All right. This season, we were fortunate enough to have 2 of our favorite players return to the show, Stephen Baldwin and Corbin Burnson. Let's take a look at how Corbin and Stephen, our favorite bumbling detectives, play the game.
This would be really embarrassing.
Well, hello, old friends.
Me again.
Steven! 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 Come on, get in the car, hurry!
Corbin and Steven came into this game with greater determination than ever.
Can I get in first?
This season, they both decided to take another approach.
I don't think I'm going to be in my other contestant's face so much.
What I've learned is that it's about observation of behavior, whereas most people try to figure out who is the mole. It's very clear to see who is not the mole.
This time around, they were not going to become bewitched by Molly's charm.
Please, Frederique used her sex appeal on Baldwin and I. We were blinded by the beauty. That's not gonna happen this time.
Hola.
But from the beginning, it became very obvious that old habits are hard to break.
Get in, sexy. Let's go. Let's go.
So you'd think that I would have remembered.
Introduce the chickens.
I'm sorry, Carlos, Pappy. This is Angie Everhard.
I know Angie's not the mole.
Everhard's not the mole.
I'm gonna play it and I'm gonna see it. It's not that I'm not doing my mental games on myself. I'm not looking for the clues. That's off the table.
Why is there one gold fish? Tracy Gold?
Oh my.
But before you could say padded white sail, Corbin was looking for clues that weren't even there.
2 questions you have to ask yourself. Why did Dennis end up in the bowl? Why did Mark go first? And why am I asking these questions?
7 little candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's interesting. I don't see any other shells on the table.
I mean, he's just nuts.
What Corbin needed was help in the form of a coalition. But with whom remained the question.
Okay, Baldwin, I know your fingers because they've been so close to my ass before. I want you to get out of here.
Despite his better judgment, he approached Steven.
I'm gonna mess with Corbin's mind.
Hey, Stevie.
Let's form a coalition.
Ooh.
When is it time to talk?
Later. I gotta go to town.
All right.
In spite of Corbin's efforts, Baldwin wanted nothing to do with him.
Corbin is hating me right now. Hating me. I love that.
Steven also wanted help.
Help me.
Just not Corbin's. He quickly teamed up with Tracy.
Who do you think it is?
Who do you think it is?
Keisha, Dennis, or Corbin?
He actually suspected Corbin of being the mole.
I'm telling you, I know it. I'm positive.
Corbin thinks it's Angie.
He thinks it's Angie.
Yeah, he whispered it to me.
No, he's trying to throw you off, which is totally a mole move. It's not Angie.
Corbin had his own suspect list.
I'm gonna do Keisha, Mark. The mole is Dennis.
The truth is, they suspected everybody except the mole.
I don't think it's Angie. I don't think Angie's it. I want you to understand when you do this thing right here, this is what you risk by saying this stuff. You look like a complete fool.
And Baldwin?
I just don't think Angie's the mole, and if she is, then I suck at this game.
Yeah, it's just a game.
Goodbye, cruel mole world.
One thing that can be said about Corbin and Steven, they really do suck at this game. But we love them anyway.
Molly.
Corbin, you gave me that shell and you were like, Molly.
This is how bad I am at the game. I absolutely did not believe you were, so I'm trying to make everybody believe you are.
You came up with so many clues saying that she was the mole.
And you know what? I knew it, saw it all along, and never acted on it, which is why I am an idiot with my brother idiot.
When we come back, we'll see how Angie threw everyone off her trail and was able to sabotage the games in plain view, yet remain unsuspected. Stay with us. Welcome back. This year's mole, Angie, evaded suspicion by blending obvious sabotage with devious charm. Let's see how she did it.
The strategy this year was for me to be ruthless in my sabotage, and I did that starting in the first episode.
This next game is called Artifact or Fiction. In the Artifact or Fiction game, the group had to decide if either Corbin or Mark was telling a lie.
I knew the liar was Mark. I convinced him that he was telling the truth. I had said, I went shopping and I saw this same little artifact in one of the stores at the hotel.
Yesterday, I went shopping with my little sister and I almost bought something identical to that because I thought it looked like a penis.
Sure, yesterday you saw something like that and it represented fertility.
I did. So I played Steven on this game. Sorry, Steven.
When the truth was revealed,
Pop it, baby.
I
I'm sorry, you guys, but this was the rock that was found in South Central.
Without anyone being the wiser, she cost the group $10,000.
It was my first successful sabotage, but many more to come.
In episode 2, the sabotage continued.
Angie Everhart in the house. My second sabotage was during the piñata game, and I was told to be a swinger.
I need 4 players who would like to stuff themselves, and I need 3 players that swing.
I'll stuff.
Okay. Swing.
It all happened so quick, and I couldn't be a swinger, so I was thinking on my feet. Once I see these bouncy things, I'm like, okay, there's my out. I'm gonna act like I'm sick.
If I go in there, I'll barf. I swear it.
Angie is not feeling well. She'd like to trade places with someone.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Thank you.
All right, I'll do it.
I really appreciate that. I wasn't sick at all. Even the producers called me that night, and they're like, are you really sick? I was like, no.
And as usual, the players fell for it.
Go, Angie!
So I'm swinging at the legs, and then I step out on purpose.
We have a foul. In fact, she was so convincing that Burnson and Baldwin came to the aid of this damsel in distress.
Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Look at this right here!
Look at that right there!
My second sabotage cost the group another $10,000.
And then there was the exemption or bust game. Who here would like an exemption? The object of the game was simple. Decide who gets an exemption and add $25,000 to the pot, or not give an exemption and lose $25,000 from the pot, making the game worth $50,000.
You can shove that exemption up your behind, because I'm not voting for Corbin.
The producers told me that I must not let this game go through. So I let it loose on Corbin.
I should have had an exemption with the skinny dipping. I should have had an exemption.
Getting naked may get you certain places in life, but not ahead in this game.
Thanks to Angie, the team lost $50,000.
If you don't vote for Dennis, you're pulling $25,000 out of the pot.
Fine.
Okay. So either Angie Everhart is just an idiot, or she's the mole.
Instead of a stealth attack, Angie flaunted molish behavior for all to see.
You vote for me, Corbin. I hope you vote for me as the mole. I really do.
The players did the math, but again chalked it up to a fiery redhead.
You don't get that upset if you're the mole. Or she should wear that gown and accept her Academy Award.
I have to say, when I got back in the room after flipping Corbin off, I laughed so hard. Because I was like, I know, there's no way he thinks I'm the mole now.
In episode 3, the deceit continued. In the mariachi maze game, Angie cast herself in the role of the dim-witted puppeteer.
I can't go left if I'm not looking that direction.
She had no sense of bearing or direction.
Run.
I told Dennis to go the wrong way. Turn right, turn left, backwards, forward.
Run, left. No, turn around, go back
Wrestler.
down. Okay, make a left. Go down. Yes, follow
It was so confusing, he went the wrong way.
No, you're trapped!
She's just totally awful playing the game.
That game ended up costing the group another $20,000. Imagine all the money they would have made if I wasn't here.
And at still life, her painting was unidentifiable.
That was the worst picture ever.
She painted Mick Jagger on drugs, looking at himself in a broken mirror.
An artist I'm not. And it ended up costing him $20,000.
In episode 5, during Donkey Rally, she was of no help to Mark as her lack of proper translation caused them to fail.
I claimed the words weren't in the dictionary.
Siete de la suerte? Siete, I don't know. That's not in there.
Come on. The words are in the dictionary. In the Donkey Rally game, my sabotage ended up costing $30,000.
Welcome to the Celebrity Mole Night School. Next in episode 5, Angie had to pretend to be challenged by grade school questions.
You know, it's such a stereotype. Dumb model. I used that to my advantage. I was like, okay, this will be easy. Nobody will doubt that I don't know these questions.
On which continent would you find the South Pole?
I wrote South America.
You're wrong. What is the longest river in the world?
Colorado.
You're wrong.
Which American general, born in 1741, committed treason during the Revolutionary War?
Washington?
The father of our country committed treason.
It was physically painful to miss some of those questions. I was like, oh, dumb model. We ain't so dumb.
And finally, in episode 6,
Let the games begin.
Angie was told to stall.
The producers wanted me to be in the water because what better to think about than 2 6'6" men?
Feline frost.
Wow, you should see this red fish down here.
All I had to do was stall. It was only a matter of time before that boat sank. In the treasure code game, I ended up costing them $40,000.
Angie Everhart gave a spectacular performance as the mole, dancing the thin line between player and saboteur.
Supermodel who gets the super chick.
It's a super chick. I had fun being the mole.
Angie distracted the players with her beauty, confused them with her temper, and went undetected while sabotaging the games, keeping $195,000 from being added to the pot.
For all of you who doubted me, $195,000 later isn't such a bad day's work.
Now, we all know Corbin, with his brutal honesty, can sort of rub you the wrong way from time to time. But how did you get so worked up in that exemption of bus game?
That was amazing.
Well, it's really easy to get mad at you, Corbin. Everybody here did it at least.
Tell me about
I second that.
To deceive people all the time was a lot of fun.
I will say this right here. Between the sick, between the fight that night you did, you shouldn't call yourself a supermodel because it demeans what you do. I mean, you're wonderful. You did a terrific job as an actor.
Thank you.
Good job, Andrew.
Thank you.
So every episode contained hidden clues. You may have picked up on them if you were paying close attention. Let's take a look. So, why don't you each go up there and pick a journal? The key to the mole's identity was all in the number 7.
I'm 7.
The mole's journal number. It's Angie's favorite number.
I put a tattoo with my lucky number 7 on it.
And it became our favorite too. If you were paying attention, you would have noticed the number 7 popping up in every episode.
I'm gonna help everybody right now. What was the number of the taxi?
151.
Good.
In episode 1, the clues began in El Taxi Loco. The number on the taxi was number 151. Added together, 1 plus 5 plus 1 equals 7.
3 or 4, that'd be 7.
Taking Corbin's lead, Ananda was the only player to make this connection.
7. Taxi cab name was 151, that's 7. Maybe that means nothing, maybe it means something.
But she didn't follow her hunch and was the first player executed.
This is gonna sound cold, but better her than me.
Also in episode 1, another clue surfaces in the quiz regarding Angie's skinny dipping in Moon over Yucatan. The answer to question number 7 was the 7th answer. The mole wore no top. In episode 2, we lined up 7 candles on the dinner table, knowing full well that an obsessive Corbin would take the bait.
Wait a second, what is this? 7 candles. The 7 candles sitting right here? And book 7.
He pointed out the clue to everyone, but didn't realize for once he was dead on.
Just agree with him, please.
In episode 3, 7 strikes again when the rules for Clucks for Bucks are explained to the players. We'll have a number like this. Even Angie pointed it out.
7.
During the still life game in episode 4, the number 7 again appears in the painting of me and a mole.
Oh, there's a mole on top of
Yes, there's a mole also in this room.
it. That's really the ugliest painting I've ever seen in my whole life.
In episode 5, the graduate game was full of clues. The Earth has how many continents?
I wrote 7.
Another 7 surfaces. You're correct.
Yeah.
As the answer to the first question of the game. And the answers to the second and third questions, it's Antarctica and equator, that's correct. Gave you the initials of the mole, A.E., Angie Everhart. The answer to the 7th question, make a mountain out of a blank hill, is mole. Making the connection between mole and the number 7. And then in episode 6, during the treasure code game, the number 7 was easily seen on Angie's helmet.
It's all about the 7s.
I'm so mad at myself.
Wow.
Like, seriously?
Once again, Corbin, your clues were right on. It's gotta renew your confidence, or does it mess with your mind?
Remember, my thing in this one was, I'm not gonna believe any of that. So I'll just point it out. 7 candles right there on that screen. Angie Everhard, 7 underneath it. I mean, these are things that are not even planned that I see. I feel like, you know, a beautiful mind here.
Where do you
7
see
candles.
Angie Everhart?
Right there, show her. 7, Angie
Here's a
Everhard.
7.
Straight up.
Angie Everhard.
Is that really a clue?
But it could also go Mark Curry.
No, they're not lined up, man. They're not lined up. They got to be lined up. They got to be lined up.
7.
Lord.
Dude, Angie Everhard.
Ahmad.
Leave it alone.
I'm sorry.
Or you could
I'm
do
sorry.
mole, you underlined R, Angie.
It's all right. It's okay.
Okay, help me, please, man. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me.
What episode is this?
7. And there were only 6 last season. Ooh, yeah.
What happens in the movie 7? Somebody kills somebody.
Yeah, you better watch out walking your back to the
So
hotel
Dennis
tonight,
Rodman,
Angie.
the winner, walks away with a prize of $222,000. Angie, who is the mole, goes home with the satisfaction of an excellent performance. Well done, Angie.
Good job, Angie.
And to my other celebrities, thank you so much for playing Celebrity Mole Yucatan. Yo. Drinks on Dennis.
Oh, wow. Ah, so this is what it's like. This is what it must feel like before that moment of reveal. The mole, the winner. Hello? Mole on board? Anybody here?